In Psalm 74, 13-14. It was you who split open the sea by your power. You broke the heads of the monster in the waters. It was you who crushed the heads of Leviathan and gave it as food to the creatures of the desert. The sun sinks below the horizon, painting the waters a deep crimson, and for a moment, it feels as if the ancient seas might stir with secrets long buried. Beneath the shimmering waves lies a tale that has captivated scholars, theologians, and dreamers for millennia. The tale of Leviathan. This monstrous, awe-inspiring creature, mentioned several times in the Bible, has become a symbol of chaos, power, and divine mystery. But what is Leviathan, and why did God create such a formidable being? Prepare to dive into the depths of scripture, mythology, and speculation as we unravel the threads of Leviathan's story, a narrative that might reach beyond the confines of Earth itself. Leviathan, the biblical giant. The Leviathan is first and foremost a creature of biblical legend, introduced to us in texts like Job, Psalms, and Isaiah. In Job 41, God speaks directly of Leviathan, a creature so terrifying and mighty that no human could hope to defeat it. God's description reads almost like a boast. Can you pull in Leviathan with a fishhook or tie down its tongue with a rope? Who dares open the doors of its mouth, ringed about with fearsome teeth? Its back has rows of shields, tightly sealed together. Each is so close to the next that no air can pass between. Here, Leviathan is depicted as a creature of immense strength and invulnerability. It is more than an animal. It is a force of nature, embodying chaos and raw power. The Psalms add another layer to this imagery, describing Leviathan as a creature subdued by God's might. You crushed the heads of Leviathan. You gave it as food to the creatures of the desert. Psalm 74:14. In Isaiah 27:1, Leviathan appears again, this time as a sea serpent, an embodiment of evil destined to be destroyed by God. In that day, the Lord will punish with his sword, his fierce, great, and powerful sword. Leviathan, the gliding serpent. Leviathan, the coiling serpent. He will slay the monster of the sea. Why did God create Leviathan? Why would God, the creator of order and harmony, give life to such a terrifying being? To understand this, we must view Leviathan through the lens of its symbolic significance. Leviathan represents chaos, the untamed forces of the world that exist beyond human control. In creating Leviathan, God demonstrates his dominion over all things, even the most chaotic and fearsome entities. God's dialogue in Job underscores this point. Leviathan's invincibility serves as a humbling reminder to Job and to humanity of their place in the divine order. Through Leviathan, God illustrates his unparalleled power and wisdom, a theme echoed throughout Scripture. Some scholars also suggest that Leviathan's creation is tied to its ultimate destruction. Its defeat symbolizes the triumph of order over chaos, good over evil. In this sense, Leviathan's existence is a necessary counterpart to God's overarching plan for the world. Other monsters and strange creatures in the Bible, Leviathan is not the only enigmatic being in biblical texts. Other creatures add layers of mystery and intrigue to Scripture. Behemoth. Described in Job 40, Behemoth is the counterpart to Leviathan, a land creature of unparalleled strength. The text depicts it as grazing on grass like an ox, yet possessing bones like bronze and limbs like iron. Its enormous size and strength make it untouchable by human hands. Some suggest Behemoth might represent a hippopotamus or an elephant, but its poetic description elevates it to a creature of myth, a symbol of stability and terrestrial might. Rahab. In passages like Isaiah 51:9 and Psalm 89:10, Rahab emerges as a sea monster synonymous with chaos. Not to be confused with the historical figure of Jericho, Rahab symbolizes defiance against God's order. The texts speak of God shattering Rahab as a display of his power over the forces of disorder. In ancient lore, Rahab's defeat serves as a testament to divine supremacy, much like the subjugation of Leviathan. The four beasts. In Daniel 7, a vivid prophetic vision reveals four beasts rising from the sea. each more bizarre than the last. The first, a lion with eagle's wings, represents ferocity and speed. The second, a bear, is powerful and devours its prey. The third, a leopard with 4 wings and 4 heads, symbolizes cunning and dominance. The fourth beast, indescribably terrifying, crushes everything in its path. These creatures symbolize earthly empires, their rise and fall under God's sovereignty. The serpent. From the cunning deceiver in Genesis 3 to the apocalyptic dragon in Revelation 12:9, the serpent's role spans the entirety of the Bible. In Eden, it tempts humanity into sin. In Revelation, it becomes a dragon waging war against heaven. The serpent's transformation from tempter to cosmic adversary mirrors humanity's ongoing struggle with evil and underscores the ultimate victory of divine justice. Ancient roots and possible extraterrestrial links. The Leviathan story may not be unique to the Bible. Many ancient cultures speak of chaotic sea monsters that bear striking similarities to this biblical giant. Among them are Tiamat. In Mesopotamian mythology, Tiamat is a primordial sea dragon representing chaos and disorder. She is slain by the god Marduk, who splits her body to create the heavens and the earth. The parallels between Tiamat and Leviathan are striking. Both symbolize unbridled chaos subdued by divine power. The Greek Hydra. This multi-headed serpent, defeated by Hercules in Greek mythology, shares similarities with Leviathan's portrayal as a nearly invincible creature. Each time a head is cut off, the Hydra grows 2 more, embodying the persistence of chaos. Jörmungandr. In Norse mythology, Jörmungandr is the world serpent that encircles Midgard. Its inevitable battle with Thor during Ragnarok reflects themes of destruction and renewal, echoing the biblical Leviathan's eventual defeat. Some theorists suggest these shared myths are not mere coincidence, but rather evidence of a deeper, possibly extraterrestrial origin. Could the Leviathan and its counterparts represent ancient encounters with advanced technology or beings beyond Earth? Consider the fiery breath and impenetrable armor of Leviathan described in Job. These traits could be interpreted as descriptions of a mechanical or bioengineered entity, a being so advanced it was perceived as divine or monstrous by ancient humans. Others point to the global prevalence of flood myths and sea monsters as evidence of shared human experiences, perhaps shaped by encounters with unknown phenomena. Were these creatures the result of humanity attempting to describe incomprehensible technologies such as submarines, ships, or even alien crafts? Leviathan's portrayal as a being beyond human control aligns with how ancient cultures might interpret encounters with entities far superior in power and knowledge. Furthermore, the recurring theme of divine beings battling chaos, whether it's Marduk slaying Tiamat or God conquering Leviathan, could hint at an overarching cosmic narrative. Some suggest these stories reflect not just terrestrial struggles, but interstellar ones, with humanity as the chroniclers of battles waged between higher powers. The enduring mystery Leviathan story continues to stir the imagination, beckoning us to confront questions that stretch the limits of human understanding. What does this creature truly represent? Was it a literal beast that roamed the ancient seas, a symbolic embodiment of chaos, or something far more enigmatic, a remnant of forgotten knowledge or otherworldly encounters? Why does the concept of Leviathan resonate across cultures and eras? Is it because chaos, both feared and revered, is an eternal part of the human experience? Or could it be that Leviathan's legend carries whispers of encounters with advanced beings or technologies beyond comprehension, preserved in allegory and myth? And then there are deeper, more personal questions. If Leviathan represents chaos, what does its eventual defeat signify? Does it reassure us that no matter how overwhelming the forces of disorder may seem, there exists a power capable of restoring balance? Or does it challenge us to seek out the Leviathans in our own lives, the forces we cannot control, yet must learn to face with humility and courage? Perhaps the true mystery of Leviathan lies not in the creature itself, but in its ability to inspire awe and curiosity. It urges us to look beyond the surface, to explore the depths of scripture, history, and the cosmos in search of answers. And yet, like the shifting seas that conceal its legend, the answers may elude us, leaving us with even greater questions. In the end, Leviathan serves as a reminder of the vastness of creation and the enduring allure of the unknown. It challenges us to embrace the mysteries of existence, to see the world not as a puzzle to be solved, but as a story to be lived, with each of us playing a part in uncovering its meaning. The tale of Leviathan doesn't end here. It lingers in the depths, waiting for the next seeker brave enough to peer into the abyss and ask, what lies beneath?